Looking for something fun to do? Come on, let's get out, Beaver County. Beaver Tales is back this Friday. I sat down with organizer HUGH Harper to get the scoop. Hugh, it's that time of year again. Beaver Tales has become a very popular annual event. For someone who's never seen it, for someone who can't wait for it, tell us what they can expect.
So, Scott, as you know, storytelling has existed for ever since the very first campfire. You know, those stories, people would gather around and tell stories about ghosts and tell jokes and sing songs and everything else. Well, that art hasn't necessarily disappeared, but it certainly has changed, and this year is no exception. We have some really great entertainers, and that's coming up on Friday, if you can believe it, at the Gazebo, which you remember the history of the Gazebo, right?
Michael Keaton movie comes out.
Exactly, very good.
That's a great story as well. So these people, they have traveled the world perfecting these stories and learning these stories. There is an art to that.
There definitely is, and the majority of them just rely upon the circumstances that have come their way or that they've experienced in other ways, passively and actively, of course. And some of them just continue to live in this youthful exuberance that most of us, as we grow older, seem to just kind of toss aside. Fortunately, these folks have not, and we're very glad to welcome 4 amazing performers. The first one, actually, his name is Shawn Middleton. He is originally just this high-energy, super talented, very animated individual who tells all kinds of great stories from the classics all the way up to his very own. He was quoted as saying, "A child's imagination should be society's inspiration." That's pretty cool, isn't it? Yeah. He's got all kinds of accolades, and of course the next one being Hicks, who is a fantastic storyteller, but she won the Parents' Choice Award for her book, Groundhogs Meet Grill. So that's apparently a pretty big thing. And, hold on a second, hold on to your hats. Are you wearing a hat?
I'm not.
No, that is true, honest to goodness hair. Judith Black. She is sort of a storyteller who revolves her stories around, or I should say, involves her stories in environmental purposes, but she's super entertaining, super intelligent. And the piece de resistance, back from last year's rainy debacle, as it turned out to be, Mr. Don White, who is, without question, one of the most interesting music entertainers that I have had the opportunity and pleasure to meet. As a matter of fact, I was telling him, you know, people often talk about millennials and this and that, and he straightened me out. I asked him, I said, don't you think the millennials have a problem listening? And he said, no, the problem is in you talking about the story. So that kind of resonated with me for a really long time. Don White here for the second time, and I guarantee this is going to be a fantastic event.
And as far as tickets or anything,
are you kidding me? It's at the Gazebo, and it's completely free and family friendly.
And that's a true story.
That is true.